Goed, so, what is an identity? Jo, raak ons nou diep filosofies. An identity is something that you can count on always being that. Nee? So, as jy jou ID-nommer op 'n stelsel gaan intik, dan gaan dit nie iemand anders se inligting trek nie. Dit gaan altyd jou inligting trek. Okay. So in grade 11 we are doing two trigonometriese identities. Okay? They will always hold true. Well, not always, but we get to when they don't hold true. But for now, they will always hold true. Okay. So, die twee identiteite lyk so. Okay, en los net vir my twee lyntjies onder hom oop, want ek gaan vir julle wys, ons kan hom 'n bietjie anders ook skryf. So that's the one. And the other one will be that. Okay, ons kom eers later by hierdie ook. But I just want you to note them down. From that first identity, you can deduct that sine squared of x will be equal to 1 minus cos squared of x. Do you agree? Kyk, ek het net die cos oorgevat. Do you see? And you can also deduct that cos squared of x will be equal to 1 minus sine squared of x. Okay, and you'll see sometimes we need to use those two. It's not a new identity, it's the same one, you just move them around. Okay, en ek weet nie of julle kan onthou nie, toe ons, het julle almal daai? I just quickly want to jump back more there. Onthou julle hierdie wat ons laas kwartaal gedoen het, het ons uitgewerk met hierdie driehoekie, tan van theta is minus 15 op 8. En toe die volgende vraag het hulle vir jou gevra om die waarde te kry van sin theta gedeel deur cos theta. And then I told you guys, do you see those two values are the same? Because we have this identity. Tan of theta is the same as sine of theta divided by cos of theta. En toe in dieselfde vraag het hulle ook vir jou gevra om die waarde te bepaal van sin kwadraat theta plus cos kwadraat theta. Toe het ons driehoekie gebruik, al die waardes afgelees, kwadrate gekry en sien julle toe kom ons uit by 1. Okay, so daar is vir julle 2 keer wat dit bewys dat die identiteite actually waar is. But we're not going to look at that now. We are going to apply the identities while we are simplifying expression. Okay, so kom ons begin met voorbeeld 1 en die opdrag is vereenvoudig die uitdrukking deur van identiteite gebruik te maak. This one is quite a tough one to start with. Maar toe maar, ek gaan julle stapie vir stapie deurvat. Okay, as jy tan sien, verander hom altyd na sin op cos. Okay, but this is tan squared. So as what will I be able to write this? Sine squared x over cos squared x. You can believe me, but if you don't, do you agree that tan is the same as this? No? Tan squared is the same as tan times tan. So this one I can write as sine x over cos x. That one I can also write as sine x over cos x. And then at the top, it simplifies to sine squared. And at the bottom to cos squared. So obviously that holds true for for tan to the power of 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. Right? So you can do that. Okay, then in the second bracket, what did I tell you guys I can write that as? Sien julle hom? So in the place of that, I go and write cos squared x. Are you guys still with me? Okay, goed. So sien julle ek het nou 'n hakkie maal met cos kwadraat. So do you agree I'm going to multiply this with 1 and that with the fraction? Nee? Stem julle saam? As jy byvoorbeeld het 2 maal met x plus 3, wat doen jy? Jy maal die 2 met die x en jy maal die 2 met die 3. Nee? This is exactly the same. So what do you get when you say 1 times cos squared? Cos squared x. What do you get when you have cos squared times something over cos squared? Then you're only left with the part at the bottom. Ag, at the top, né? So stem julle saam, daai gaan net wees. Okay, nou onthou, wanneer ons besig is om op te tel, op te vermenigvuldig, kan my goeders in enige volgorde wees, die antwoord bly dieselfde. Do you agree that 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 2? Né? So daai ene lyk dalk nie vir jou presies soos een van ons identiteite nie, maar ek kan mos dit skryf as sin kwadraat x plus cos kwadraat x. Jy hoef nie, maar stem julle saam, daai twee goed is presies gelyk aan mekaar. And what does our identity say about that? What will that be equal to? Equal to 1. And that's it. Easy. Okay, so let me give you some more. I'm going to start doing them with you. Okay, so dit gaan julle huiswerk vir môre ook wees. Ai. Ja, let's lekker. Ek gaan net nommer 1 saam met julle doen. Okay, so I'm just quickly going to do number 1 with you guys. So we have to simplify sin x over cos x times tan x. Okay, now there's more than one way to do this. Do you see that part? So sin x over cos x will be equal to what? Tan x. Where will that tan go? So this one stays at the bottom. Right? This one we can write as 1 over tan. Do you agree? Okay. I'm not going to do that now, but you agree that it is at the bottom of a fraction. But that sin x divided by cos x is tan x, not 1 over tan x. So that goes to the top. And what do you have when you have tan x divided by tan x? 1.